Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm the author of Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, the Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit. I'm also the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. Both of these books are available in all three formats. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, romance, twin flame, life path, and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. This is the weekly twin flame tarot reading, messages for divine feminine, divine masculine, and the couple. Today is Monday, January 18th, 2021. How are you doing, twin flame? We're just gonna grab an energetic read. We're gonna see what the angels have to say. Before I start all of my readings, I like to say a prayer over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, archangels, angels of God, twin flames, guardian angels, let this reading be of the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Romance angels, twin flame angels, please help twin flames understand this current energy for this week starting January 18th, 2021. So we're going to start with the goddesses, per usual. This is the divine feminines, and we are going to take an angel tarot card and Archangel Michael, and I'm also still working with the World of Answer Oracle deck. So this is the angel tarot reading for divine feminines. And now we're gonna pick one card from the Archangel Michael deck. I love working with Archangel Michael. He is always very truthful and to the point. Not that angels aren't truthful, but Archangel Michael really gets to the point very quickly. So for divine feminines, Archangel Michael, please help us to understand what they need to know to learn and grow. And we are going to pick from a World of Answers Oracle deck. For divine feminines, twin flames, angels, romance angels, divine feminines, guardian angels. And now we're gonna move on over to our divine masculines in this collective. What do divine masculines need to know to learn and grow? Divine masculines, guardian angels, what are they learning this week? Please help us to understand what's going on. What's going on with divine masculines? And we're gonna pick from the Archangel Michael deck as well. What message do you have for the divine masculines today? And we're gonna pick from a World of Answers for divine masculines. And now for the twin flame couple. Let's get that energy for the twin flame couple here. Guardian angels, twin flames around the globe. What do they need to know? And we are going to get Archangel Michael's message for the twin flame couple as the energies merge together. Which energies are merging together all around the world for twin flames all around the world? It's definitely happening, guys. Okay, and now we're gonna take a World of Answers Oracle deck for the twin flame couple here. World of Answers for this week. Let's see what the angels have to say. Next, we're going to pull a romance card. Romance energy for the twin flame couple. Energetically, are they aligned this week? Are you guys aligned in this romance energy? What's happening? Is it challenging? Is it alignment? Oh, we got two cards. I'm rooting for alignment, guys. I am rooting for alignment. And let's get a message of love. This either slightly changes or reinforces the romance energy that comes out. I'm curious that two cards flew out. I'm kind of curious because not always has the romance energy been completely aligned with the rest of the reading in previous weeks. So I'm very, very curious to see what popped out this week. Okay, these are messages from divine masculine to the divine feminine. This is what is in their heart space this week. Hopefully it's good. They're changing, growing, evolving. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good this week. Messages from DM to DF. let's start with the Divine Feminines. I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me just tell you this, guys. When I contemplate, I kind of do a mini meditation in the morning as I'm going about my daily routine. And in this daily routine, as I'm doing my contemplation meditation, the day I do a reading for you guys on YouTube, I always tune in with angelic messages. And I always say to the angels, hey guys, what deck do I need to use for the Twin Flame Collective for this week? I always check in. I always say, you guys kind of guide me to the right deck, the right energies. And I was coming back from my daily run out on the beach. I was literally walking up the stairs and I heard the message, go forward fearlessly. And I'm like, oh, okay, that card is in the Archangel Michael deck, which is this deck. So that's the message I heard. And I was like, okay, well, I'll use the Archangel Michael deck. Look, guys, look what came out. I love this. This is the Knight of Water with Go Forward Fearlessly from Archangel Michael. Now, it's interesting because the Knight of Water most of the time is representing a more masculine energy because it's a moving forward energy, right? Just like go forward fearlessly. Go forward fearlessly. And in this Knight of Water, he's riding on, it looks like he's riding on a dolphin, but it's moving forward from wave to wave, jumping forward from wave to wave. And what this tells me is not that the Divine Feminine in this case needs to embrace that Mars energy of moving forward, but that they need to trust and have faith that Divine Masculine is coming forward with a romantic gesture. You need to have faith because we've got let go and let God. Let go and let God. And what that tells me is you need to absolutely positively have faith that your DM is coming forward towards you with some kind of romantic gesture. Now, the Knight of Water usually represents a hopeless romantic. This hopeless romantic could be a water sign, since we see the water here, the cups energy. So they could have sun, moon, or rising in Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Who knows, right? But it does represent this hopeless romantic energy, this hopelessly in love energy, which could mean that your Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines could be coming forward with a gesture of romance, a gesture of love, such as bringing you flowers, sending you flowers, bringing you chocolates, writing a love letter or a poem to you. It's all about the romance. It's all about let me move forward with a romantic gesture. And I love the fact that that was coupled with go forward fearlessly, because I kind of feel that for some of these Divine Masculines who have had a hard time moving forward fearlessly, that they are now in the energy to move forward fearlessly, but the Divine Feminine needs to let go and let God. So don't try to mitigate it. Don't try to get in the way of it happening, or don't try to obsess about it happening. It's kind of like, oh, okay, I trust in the universe. It's going to happen. And just assume the outcome, assume that it's gonna happen. That's a big message for you guys. It is a huge, 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 huge message for you guys. One of the reasons why I believe the DM is being urged by Archangel Michael to go forward fearlessly, to move forward fearlessly with his grand gesture of romance toward the Divine Feminines, is because some of them are still living in fear, because we got the ego card coupled with believe and trust. Now, sometimes when we see this ego card, it can represent that a DM is still wrapped up in their own self, like the ego, their self, their pride. But with this believe and trust with Archangel Michael coupled with the ego card, I really believe that this is about them taking the step forward and still embodying that fear energy, but they have to believe and trust in God. They have to believe and trust that God is guiding them in the right direction. I almost feel like there are divine masculines out there on the precipice of action, but there's just this fear, a bit of fear that's still holding them back. But God is shining down upon them going, you just have to believe and trust. Like, it's okay. You can move forward. You just have to believe. And I really do. I feel like it's when you're on the precipice of making a big move or making a big decision or doing something daring, for example. I was speaking with an acquaintance over the weekend who had just traveled to Jamaica, which I found interesting during COVID, but he said like there was nobody there besides Jamaicans. And there's this cafe called Rick's Cafe in Negril, Jamaica, where all the tourists go. They all go there and they jump off the cliffs into the water. And it's kind of fun. It's not super high, but it's just a thing that every tourist that goes to Rick's Cafe in Negril to see the sunset too, but all of them go and jump off the cliffs. And I remember being there. I was in Jamaica twice at 2 different times. And I remember the first time, I did not jump off the cliff. I was like, I'm not going. I would stand at the edge of the cliff and I'd go, oh, that looks so scary. What if I hit a rock and die? And then the second time I went there, because I was watching all these people and they were having blasts. They were having so much fun jumping off these cliffs into the water, into the Caribbean Sea. And I was like, that looks crazy. And then the next time I went, which was a few years later, I actually did. I jumped off the cliff and jumped into the water. But I really see divine masculines on the precipice, like at the cliff, and they have their feet kind of like edging toward the edge, and all they need to do is just jump, and they'll realize it's fun and it's exciting, and they're kind of just like there at the tipping point of, do I move forward or not? I love the fact that they got the card Soul Family, because their divine feminines obviously are a member of their soul family. But here's what I'm getting from this card, you guys. I'm getting that there is somebody else from their soul family. It could be a friend, it could be a family member or a mentor, or even just somebody in passing that says to your divine masculine, you know what, dude or lady, just go for it. What are you waiting for? Why are you at the edge there? It's so much fun. Just jump right in. And I really feel that heaven is stepping in to help your divine masculine move forward fearlessly with that romantic gesture this week. But in addition to that, like, it's God telling them, hey, just believe and trust. Like, all you need to do is have faith in me to move forward. But in addition to that, heaven is sending one other person, a soul family member who's like, what are you doing? Just jump, just do it already. And that's going to help them move forward. So I find that very fascinating. We will see, we will see, we will see. For the twin flame couple, a little bit of like a challenge I see. Let me pull one more card about the twin flame couple as far as the tarot message, because I feel like I know what they're referring to here, but I'm not super sure. So let me just pull one more card for the twin flame couple. Angels, can you please give me confirmation about the meaning of this card that came out? Oh, okay, I get it. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on, a lot going on. The first thing is, I think both parties, if we're to merge the energies together as far as the twin flame couple energy together, both parties are fearing that they missed the opportunity with the other person, with divine feminine with a divine masculine with a divine feminine. They missed the opportunity while they were in their spiritual growth phase. So the spiritual growth phase is a very solitary phase. It's very much alone time. It's now I need to spend time alone in order to nurture my soul, nurture my spirit, become this new person. And as you are emerging, as divine masculine is emerging, as divine feminine is emerging from this spiritual, this deep questioning of who am I? this deep questioning of what is my spiritual essence and why am I here, as both are emerging, there's almost this angst, this sense of, oh, good Lord, did I miss the opportunity to be with my divine masculine? Did I miss the opportunity to be with my divine feminine because I was sitting alone for too long, just pondering over my fate? And this is what that energy is reflecting. So the first card that came up is Four of Water. The second card for confirmation that came up was the Hermit card. And God is saying no. God is saying, no, you did not miss the opportunity because God is in charge. Just like the video I produced, if you guys did not see the special message to divine feminines that I posted a few days ago, that was the message. God is in charge. God is in charge. Go view that video. I'll post the link right up here if you have not yet viewed it. But the message is no, twin flame, whether you be a divine feminine or a divine masculine, no, you did not miss the opportunity. God is in charge. You might think that you've missed that opportunity, but you didn't, because God knew. God knew what you were going through. God knew the spiritual growth that you needed to embark upon. And what God is saying is now look toward the opportunities. Don't look at the missed opportunities. Don't look back. Don't look backward and say, oh, you know, I could have moved toward my divine masculine like this, or my divine masculine could have moved toward me like this at this time. Stop ruminating over the past. It's time to move forward, and it's time to look for the opportunities that lie ahead, not behind you. And I love this. Now, it's funny, and if you're the client that I read for that this card came out at, it'll be interesting to see, but this is Neku Kitty, and it's Tokyo, Japan, and it says money flows into your life. Now, it's funny because when I read, and this gave me the reminder of what I said to the client, this gave me the reminder that Chinese New Year is coming up in February. And there was this symbol that kept occurring about something upcoming with the twin flame. And so when I pulled this card and we're talking about romance and togetherness and communication, sometimes a money card, which money does represent abundance, of course it does, but sometimes it just doesn't jive with the rest of the reading. You're like, what? Why is that coming out right now? But what I got was Chinese New Year. And what I feel for some of you is that the opportunity, we're talking about opportunity that lies ahead for twin flames to reunite, to make the move, to come together, to receive, is coming around the Chinese New Year, which when I looked it up during the reading with a client, I can't remember, I think it was around February 12th, if I'm not mistaken. Please put the date below. But that was a date that came up. And so when I viewed this card just now, that was the thing that came up with this card was stay patient, stay in faith, let go and let God. And for some of you, it's going to happen sooner for some. But for some of you, it's going to happen around the Chinese New Year. For some of you, it's going to happen sooner though. So don't be too impatient here. Don't be too impatient. So I love the romance cards. Both romance cards that came out are like fabulous. Let me just get one more justification card for the white card that came out, because I'm not really sure this card, the messages of love. I don't know why that came out. That's really interesting. But let me see. Angels, can you please give me something that matches and what explains this? Oh boy. For some reason, I'm getting that for divine feminines, this message is of utmost importance. I don't see it necessarily important for divine masculines to hear this at this time. I'm hearing that divine feminines need to hear this message. So the two cards that came out in romance, that came out in tandem for the twin flame couple are true love and it's safe for you to love. True love, so this is the love of a lifetime. Your twin flame love, your twin flame romance is the love of a lifetime. And it's safe for you to love is meaning it's safe for you to give and receive love with this person. It's absolutely safe for you to give and receive love with this person. Now that goes for both sides. That goes for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Now the card that kind of threw me for a loop after getting these two love cards is it's strictly sexual. I was like, what does that mean? And when I asked, it came out with the decision card. Now the reason why they were giving me this for divine feminines in the collective is, oh gosh, okay, how do I explain this? For divine feminines, especially if it has been a while since you have had intimacy with anybody, especially if it's been a while since you've seen your divine masculine in any way, shape, or form, that when the energy comes back in, fast and furious, when it comes back in with this strong love connection, when it comes back in with this romance energy where your DM is sending you flowers, giving you flowers, love poems and love songs and a little love letter and a love note and emojis everywhere. It can be easy to go to the sexual energy. It can be easy to go to like sexting immediately. It can be easy to translate that into, hey, let's get together and hook up. It can be really easy to do that, divine feminines, because you're missing your person, because the energy is really strong, because you've likely had a stronger sexual connection with your DM than you have had with anybody in the world. And also, just because it is a beautiful expression of love. However, your guardian angels are saying, look, if you want a true love relationship, you need to make the decision. Is this just a sexual connection or is it more? And if it's more, then you need to hold out a little bit. You need to back off a little bit. You need to let things unfold a little bit and not like jump right in and go full force and give all your power away in a way, because it's just maybe sending the wrong message straight off the bat, especially if your DM, for example, has been absent for a long time. Especially if they haven't been messaging you, or, you know, especially if they come in with a lot of sexual energy, it can be really easy to mirror that back. So I think what your angels are saying is the decision is not about, is this a sexual connection with my twin flame or not? That's not what they're saying. The decision is about, what is my real outcome? Where do I want this relationship to go? Because I have also heard, and this is a side note, I have also heard from a lot of divine feminines that I do readings for, is I just want my twin flame to be in my life. I just want my divine masculine to be in my life. I don't care if it's a friendship. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care if it's just sexual. I just want them to be in my life. But then when I talk to them further, the real outcome that they want is they want a committed relationship that leads to marriage. So why would you compromise what you want exactly for something that is subpar to what you want? Why would you even entertain the idea of doing that? So I believe that this strictly sexual indecision is, if your divine masculine comes at you with an offer of something that is only sexual, then you need to rethink things through and decide, what is it that I truly, truly want out of this connection, and then move from that outcome. Here we go. DM again, stuck in this, I don't want to even say it's self-pity energy, because I really do believe, in all honesty, DMs, if you're watching this, any DMs across the globe who happens to tune into my channel by mistake, or maybe your twin flame divine feminine has asked you to tune into my channel, I really believe that there is a sincere energy. There's a shift and there's a change of sincerity, and there's a shift and change of accountability with divine masculines that I have not seen as much before. which is amazing. Amazing divine masculines. This is 2 messages from DM. I know I messed everything up and my life is not as together as it seems. And these 2 messages in general, especially my life is not as together as it seems, are something that I have been seeing even in many private readings across the past several weeks. That DM is trying to get their life in order. They're trying to get their life together. 2020 kicked them brutally in the butt on so many levels, just as kicked a lot of people in the butt. And they're really, truly trying to get their life back in order. And they know they messed everything up, which is amazing because they're talking about accountability there. And I love that because that is the shift that I'm seeing. I'm seeing the shift from not taking responsibility for their actions or inactions and moving toward some sense of accountability of like, yeah, I didn't say the right things. I didn't do the right things. I didn't move toward the right things with you. I know I kind of messed this up. But they're gonna ask for a second chance. They're gonna ask you for a second chance for sure. It's coming forward. But in part, that's why they're on the precipice. That's why the believe and trust is coming in through God, because I do see them on the edge because they know they messed everything up. So if they thought that they were hunky-dory, if the divine masculines really thought, oh, I did everything right, I don't know why this thing got messed up. If they really thought that, they wouldn't be standing on the edge of the cliff being afraid to jump into this. They wouldn't. They would just go into it. They'd be like, all right, whatever, I did nothing wrong, I'm good. They would just jump in, right? But the fact that they now have this sense of accountability, they're like, oh God, what is the downfall from me not taking responsibility for my actions or inactions? Okay, oh boy, I gotta brace myself for this. But divine feminines know that divine feminines, first of all, they know the love that they have for their DMs. And you know, you see that with the Knight of Water, because the Knight of Water is a person who is easy to love. It's almost too easy to love this person. And you've also, you know, in a traditional relationship, you almost have to be careful with the Knight of Water because they're like doling out the feel goods and love to everybody, maybe not just to you. But in this sense, I see that with the soul connection that you guys have, that it is more serious. It is more pointed toward the divine feminines rather than just like, oh, I love you and I love you too and I love you on Saturday because they are so hesitant too, you know, so it's not like, you know, they're kind of like just on the fence about things. But I think the global message is, no, you did not miss the opportunity. You didn't miss the opportunity because God is in charge. So if at any point, divine feminines or divine masculines this week, if at any point you're like ruminating over the fact of, oh God, did I mess everything up? Did I miss this opportunity? Am I done for when it comes to the twin flame connection? Is it just not happening? No, it's happening because God knows the downfalls. Like that's the one thing you guys forget is that you think God is blind to the downfalls? You think God is blind to the fact that you were going to miss a few opportunities? God's not blind to that. God could foresee that. So God is totally in charge. So between now, today, January 18th, 2021, between today and the Chinese New Year, which again, I think is around February 12th, there will be many opportunities for DMs and DFs to come together, to have that romantic gesture, and to just get the ball rolling and to move forward fearlessly. It'll be super interesting. And please post below if your DM does reach out to you with a romantic gesture, because that's pretty darn cool, and I want to see it. I want to see which DMs move forward fearlessly and like jump off the cliff and just jump right into it. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames, and thank you for your support of this channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp. The links are below. You can also pledge your support on Patreon. www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondin, and I will see you in the next video.